Hello and welcome back to the episodes of the Mood Food Podcast. Great to have everybody here. We have missed you and it's been a while, hasn't it?
Wow. It's been a long time.
Oh my gosh, but we've got some stories to tell you and we are so delighted to have you back with us here in our new studio. We've set it up, we've unpacked boxes. We are now at our home here in Southern California and love it. Life is a lot better, and boy, yeah, we've got a lot of interesting stories to tell folks to catch them up on and stuff. So, thank you for all of your faithful downloads as we were on a hiatus for a while. Keep liking, subscribing, and following. We appreciate that so very much. And if you have any show ideas, please let us know on one of the platforms via Instagram, Facebook, or even our YouTube channel. So we want to go ahead and kind of talk about what we've been up to. And if you want, first and foremost, well, we were able to purchase a home here in Southern California.
Yay!
Yes, down here in Southern California. And then here comes all the glory of becoming homeowners. And that is working out kinks that have happened because a house that's not lived in starts to kind of fall apart. And so when we bought this house, it looked great. It smelled great. It felt great. But about 2 weeks after moving in, what happened?
Basically, we had a flood.
And I'm talking Noah's Ark flood, folks. Noah's Ark flood. And we had just had our household goods delivered. The garage was packed from floor to ceiling. And it was just a disaster. Talk about testing everything I've been preaching on this podcast. It brought it down. But go ahead. Talk about the hot water line break.
The hot water. Well, you discovered the hot water, the break, because you were getting ready to go to work.
Yep.
And so that's when you discovered it. But I guess the long story short is, thank God you were up when you discovered it.
Yeah, because I thought that the irrigation was on. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. We didn't program it for that. And I kept hearing this water running. So I open up the garage door to leave. And then all of a sudden, I see the Rio Grande flowing in our garage. And I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. And I didn't know what it was.
That's right.
So I started going around. I felt the walls, and the wall was hot. So not only was it a water line break in the wall, it was a water line break it was a hot water line break. Mm-hmm. And so that was very concerning because that can do more damage. And so I was calling a plumber that we had established a relationship with. We were going to get our AC installed by them. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, you got to be careful. And the reason is why?
Well, first and foremost, those weren't the people that were supposed to come out. It was somebody else that came out.
The number was ghosted on Google. Like, I had looked up this particular air conditioning company and plumbing company. The number was forwarded to another competitor in town. Mm-hmm. But they said they were the actual company I was talking to, and they were not.
They weren't. Yeah. And then, so we had this home warranty on the house.
Don't do it, folks. Don't do it.
Yeah. Basically, it's a sham, because when we called them, then the lady gave me a hard time. She was like, well, the people that came out to your house is not the people we sent. And I'm like, well, how did they know we had a hot water break?
Yeah.
If they came to the house? Like, I didn't understand it. So basically, we got into a pissing contest, and I was 1 second away from cussing the lady out. I had to pass the phone to him because I did call her a few names, and I don't feel sorry for it because she was trying to blame me for the issue. Mm-hmm. So long story short, what I learned is those home warranties are a crock of crap. Yeah. They're not legit.
They're a scam.
They're a scam.
But some people, before you close on your homes, they may require it for the first year, and that's fine. But don't renew it, because manufacturers are the only folks who can issue warranties for a particular item. Like, say you go and you buy a dishwasher.
Only that manufacturer can give you a warranty on that product. And a lot
of the box stores will sell a manufacturer's warranty to you. Mm-hmm. It's not some shim Mickey Mouse operation that will only cover something that will never break. So
And also, just remember, you have homeowners insurance. Call them.
Yep. USAA was great.
They were great. Call them and just work. Let them know what's going on. And it's going to be a lot of work. Trust me, it's going to be a lot of work.
Very much so.
But just go with it. Like if they want you to take pictures, go take pictures. If they want you to find 3 different quotes, do that.
Definitely.
Find 3 different quotes, because one person wanted to charge us $15,000.
I know.
To repair.
And he looked like someone that was hungover when he came over. Never once did we see the color of his eyes, because he wore sunglasses
in the house.
How do you trust someone wearing sunglasses doing measurements?
Exactly.
It was and so whenever we finally found the right contractor, which was through our electrical,
because we had an issue with that.
Because the people that we were going to call for the plumbing issue that were installing our central and split AC system throughout the house, when they were here, let me tell you, they'll try to drum up business for their friends and say that, for instance, an example, okay, our corner, we have kind of an overhang of the back corner of the house, and he was saying, oh, that needs to be supported because all the weight is on this corner. Give me a break. You know, we're growing turnips right now in our garden, but I didn't fall off the turnip truck yesterday, and I knew that was a crock of crap. And then,
or what about
then the electrical wiring.
The electrical wiring, because
that's how we discovered our contractor by getting someone to come look.
Right, because when the flood had happened, they had to rip some of the wall off.
Yes.
And so while they were
some of the wall, it looked like the skeleton. I mean, basically, it looked like the skeleton of between the house, the garage, and the main living room. It looked like we were. Have you ever seen that show Dexter? It looked like we had one of those darn plastic tents.
Plastic tents.
Inside.
We did.
The house was in that because of the flood. They ripped out the flooring.
We had to dry it out.
Had to dry it out, and Lord knows
that took a week. Oh, and if you want your house hot during the summer, have one of those. Have a flood and have them come out and dry it out. Dry it out with, what was it, 4 heaters drying it out.
But if also don't do your VA physical for hearing until afterwards, because you know you've had hearing loss from those things running loud
for a whole week.
For a whole week. I think our electric bill went up it was like a total of like $500. We were pulling some amps.
Hey, the insurance company paid for that, so we ran everything.
They helped. So, you want to make sure that so let's go back to the electrical thing. So we actually had an electrician come out, and he said they don't know what they're talking about. They were just trying to hook up the boys.
Oh, well, we got to explain what happened with that, though. So when the wall was open, the people that were doing our AC was saying, oh, well, they wired your house wrong. These aren't the proper cables for the outlets and da-da-da. So we're freaking out. Oh, my God.
Yeah, what did we get into? Did you ever see that movie with Tom Hanks in it, Money Pit? That's what I thought we had ventured off into.
Yeah. But we found a good electrician. He came out. He came out for free, which was great because some people I called, they wanted $400 just to come out to check. And I'm like, what?
Just to check.
Just to check.
Yeah.
$400. And this gentleman came out for free. He checked it. He said there was nothing wrong. And it was great because then we did find something wrong with one of our plugs though, and we had them fix that plug.
He fixed that. Yeah, it wasn't properly grounded, which was great that they fixed that.
Right.
And then we also asked him about, hey, do you know any contractors? And so he introduced us to an amazing contractor that came in. And so remember that $15,000 quote that one drunkard quoted us with the sunglasses guy from somewhere up North County. Ours came in at $5,000 with our new contractor, and he's been amazing because we've had him do other contracts. We built 2 little cottages also in the back of the house, and we've had them constructed and designed by this contractor. He did a phenomenal job. And he has a crew that's very dependable, and they do good quality work, and they're licensed. And he's not going to tell you something that needs to be done when it doesn't need to be done. So just like we had a plumbing backup. And so the company that we originally was going to call for the flood gave us a huge quote of $30,000 to dig up only like 5 foot of pipe.
Yeah.
And we were like, thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll throw Rid-X down the system.
Yeah.
And that fixed the problem. That and stop flushing a whole roll of paper down the toilet when you go down the bathroom.
But then too, he referred someone to us, and
no.
And they came out and they looked and they said there was nothing wrong with the plumbing at all whatsoever.
Nothing.
So
there was a little bit of construction debris in it, but they jetted that out.
Yeah. And so it was kind of like, okay, yeah. So if you're new homeowners, just take your time with things. Research.
Have a plan, and everything don't be impatient like me. It has to be fixed now. I mean, we got to get this set up now. And and take your time. You can have a 1-year plan. We've been here not even a year, and we've made so many improvements to the yard, and the neighbors have just commented on the progress we've made by putting up a new fence and putting in the cottages and putting sidewalks around and just what we've done so far. But we're very thankful. And you know who made all that possible? The Lord. He made all that possible. And so we definitely have been working to get things so we could record a show, but we had to prioritize and do that balance. And I know a lot of you are doing that in your own lives out there, trying to still contribute and support each other, but also we got to take care of ourselves and, get things in line, because if you can't go to bed at night and sleep well because you have a list, then start knocking some of that out and working through it and prioritizing. That's what we had to do. But we're back now. We got, everything's kind of calmed down, and I think that we are doing a lot better so far as the house and everything. We as you can see behind, I've been unpacking, and I love to collect things, and so we kind of have a little personal touch to the show now, which I like. And we got this bingo, so if you're ever in the La Mesa area and you want to come by and play bingo with us, come on by. It's fun. We even give away real prizes. We even thought about doing a show called Garage Sale Bingo, but we need people to participate in that, so I don't know, we got to figure that out, and I don't want to give away my pretties yet. Okay, so moving on, and then Othell graduated and from his master's. And also I finished my research doctorate program at USC, and so that kept me pretty busy as well. There's a lot that's been happening so far as COVID, so far as the military, so far as looking at innovative approaches to being able to solve some of the most common problems. I mean, and you see it now in the news: homelessness. We have substance abuse issues. We have mental health issues, and what's being done about that. A lot of money is being thrown at that, but little results are happening. So hope to share a little bit about my journey as a next step. I love to learn new things, and just because I've been to school over 10 plus years, I decided to go back and do something different, to spin it, to keep things real. And I really do enjoy it. It's a different step, a different side of taking care of folks, besides working in a clinic and just doing the daily grind. And so I hope to be sharing some of that stuff with you.
Can't wait to hear about it.
Well, he's heard about it. I mean, I just encourage people, if you have a compassion for something, don't settle. Take those huge steps out on faith. And I know I've talked about that before on past episodes. You have to challenge yourself. Don't become stagnated. The moment you become stagnated, the moment your life begins to just, in some instances, you can crumble and get depressed. And that's when things in the past that you may have left undone catch up with you. And you don't want that to happen. But I just encourage people, go back to school and do something that you know is going to do a greater good. Not for your own self and personal fulfillment, but a societal level. We have a lot going on in society now. It's like, what is happening? What is happening here?
Or not just go back to school. You can get certifications, work on your certifications.
Absolutely, because that's what you're doing now.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, because you have a master's of science in information technology. And so you're getting what certifications?
Certification-wise, I'm doing my A+ certification, and then after my A+ certification, I would do network security and I'm sorry, Network Plus, and then security, and then in my field, my degree, ethical hacking, I will get certified in. So I'm studying for that. So I thought I was done with school, but no, I got to study to get certified. And
but that keeps, even like for me and to keep up my practice license and everything, I have to do those continuing education hours for license renewal, and that keeps us up to date with evidence-based practices that are being applied to today's population.
Exactly.
And we want to make sure that we're giving the best care possible, delivering the most up-to-date care possible. And the same thing with you and cybersecurity. As we all know that there's a cyber warfare.
It's always changing.
Yeah, there's people forget about that fourth war, I think, about there being, some people are saying that we're in World War III right now with Ukraine. Thank God it hasn't gotten to that state, but I think the fourth battle is space and cyberspace.
Yes.
And so that is something that's not really talked about, but that's okay. We'll hear more about it, because if you hear places being shut down and or hacked or their systems have been become hostage. So,
ransomware.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah. So, is there anything else that you wanted to cover for our first episode back?
I think we did a good job right now.
Yes,
because we got all season to talk about.
We're going to try to keep them pretty short too. I don't want to be long-winded or anything like that. So we just appreciate everyone's time and energy that you put into supporting this podcast. And if you have any show ideas, or if you want to be on a show, let us know. I'd love to zoom in or whatever we need to do. Put you on the phone and we can have you, and we can have you here as a guest. So we just appreciate everyone's time and support for this cause. And leave you with this quote here. And life is like a bicycle. To keep the balance and keep your balance, you must keep moving. And Albert Einstein himself said that. And when he said that, I made sure I wrote that down in class.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was a great instructor, huh? Yeah. Did he grade papers hard?
I don't remember. It was so long ago. But we do appreciate everyone out there. Please like, subscribe, and follow to the Mood Food Podcast on our YouTube channel, Instagram page, and also our Facebook page. We love you and appreciate you. And make sure that you hold strong, near and dear to the faith that you believe in. That's what's really going to get you through the tough times. It's good seeing everyone, and we thank you for your time today. And we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.